What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we are continuing our wish list video series. Today we are going to be talking about all of the figures and characters that we would like to see from the Clone Wars 2008.
Yep, the 3D animation, our first jump into the Filoniverse.
That's right. We recently covered the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, so definitely make sure you check out that wishlist video as well. Today we're going to be listing off all the characters we would like to see minus clone troopers.
Yeah, we have done so many videos on clone troopers that we'd like to see. We've made separate videos for clones. We've done a separate video for Clones of the Republic ideas. So I just thought it would be a little too much oversaturation. And the 3D Clone Wars really fleshes out the universe, and it has so many unique and important characters that are not clones that are much needed. And honestly, like, I was thinking about it, I put some thought into it. I think these picks are like the absolute essential, like, they need to do these. That's the point of today's video. We absolutely need these from 3D Clone Wars. Also, happy May 4th. You'll be watching this on Friday, but May 4th is actually Saturday, but Hasbro is doing a fan stream today, so let's hope we get some fresh reveals, Nate. Since they did delay that TVC HasLab reveal that they originally had slated for that stream. So I'm thinking it's going to be a Black Series focused stream, which is good for us, but we'll be covering that on our Lazy Sunday live stream come this Sunday the 5th. Revenge of the 5th and Revenge of the Lazy Sunday live stream. If you are a channel member, you can join our stream. Just please have a webcam, a mic, and headphones.
And you'll be able to talk with us about all of the hopeful banger reveals. Last year's May 4th stream was an absolute banger, so we are expecting no different from this. And of course, we would just like to see all of you there. So definitely come hang out with us Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time, right here on our channel. Justin, let's jump in to the Clone Wars 2008 wish list here. We're going to get things started with the Jedi Temple Guard.
Yes, I absolutely adore this design. I think it's one of the coolest things to come out of like the expanded Jedi lore that we get in Clone Wars. And I'm wondering, where were these boys and girls during Order 66? Perhaps we'll never know. But there are some cool moments. They're kind of the definition of standing there and looking cool.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, that's 95% of most Star Wars characters we love.
I mean, true. And yellow lightsabers, Nate.
Oh yeah, that was something, especially at the time, pretty different. I mean, we had like Bastila and stuff before, but to see something that was like, you know, canon with a yellow lightsaber, it was like, ooh, that's a little different. But
Cease hostilities.
yeah, maybe they could even give us a little Grand Inquisitor head underneath.
Yeah, they kind of expand on them a little more in Rebels, so Rebels will be our next wish list. So, hey, there you go. Give us a Grand Inquisitor head on the Temple Guard body.
Yeah.
Up next, Luminara Unduli was on our Attack of the Clones list, and we do not repeat characters unless it's like a completely different look of the character. So no Luminara, but we were saving Barriss Offee for the Clone Wars. So Barriss Offee or Offee, I think it's Offee.
I say Offee, but
Maybe it is Offee, like coffee.
that's kind of how I've always assumed, you know, it's just coffee without the C.
All right, this would be a cool character to get because there are some pretty interesting arcs with her in the Clone Wars. Kind of early on, like befriending Ahsoka, then her turn to the dark side is super cool. I love that moment in the show. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the Temple Guards when they bring her out like to her trial and they're like surrounding her. And then she's also in the live action, you know, she's in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, I think.
Yeah, I feel like she's at least in the background. I know there's definitely like promotional images of like an actor in the makeup as Barriss. Feel like this one could be pretty high on the list, especially because she's returning in Tales of the Empire.
I like that.
Now, would I want the Tales of the Empire version? Probably not. But I think just with her being a more relevant character, maybe we could actually see this figure sometime soon. Following that up with another dark side member of the Force, we've got Darth Bane.
Yes.
Specifically, the version we see in Clone Wars where he's got the armor.
Kind of has a medieval armor.
Yeah, almost
Sith
like
Lord.
samurai-y in a kind of way. You know, the helmet kind of goes down like Vader's helmet does.
Right, and yeah, there's always that sort of imagery in a lot of Star Wars, the blending of Eastern culture and Western culture, samurai and knights. So I think it's a very cool design. I know a lot of people would prefer the look that we've known for like decades at this point, like that pretty nice cover of the book.
I personally think that this design is a lot better because
hot take.
The old Darth Bane design, it's kind of just like a bald guy.
Yeah,
and we have a lot of bald guy, evil dark
Just
side.
got Malik and Malgus. Last year.
Then you could, Scion is also a bald evil guy. So there's a lot of bald evil guys in Star Wars. So I feel like we could give him this version and make him look a little bit different, a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, I actually really like Season 6 of Clone Wars, the Lost Missions, like before the series got canceled. So this arc with Yoda is interesting, and he's important to the lore as well. The rule of two, of course. Only two there are. A master and an apprentice. So he has a lot of influence on the story of Star Wars if you think about it. So I just think it would be so cool to get this character in the line. Another character that's sort of evil, leans on the side of evil, and a little bit of magic and sorcery. A lot of cool, again, I don't know how many times I'm going to say lore in this video, but I love the Dathomir lore with the Night Sisters and everything. Mother Talzin.
Yeah, this one feels like a little bit of a missing link at this point, especially not that it was Mother Talzin specifically, but we did see some live action Night Sister witches in Ahsoka, and Mother Talzin being the leader. She's also actually based on some concept art of Darth Maul.
Okay.
Which is really interesting. If you look back at the Phantom Menace concept art, there's an original, sketch drawing of Darth Maul, and it's just Mother Talzin.
Okay.
So it's kind of a cool repurpose of that design, which was always a really striking and cool design in my opinion. And she's a super important character. She's, like you said, very cool, important to the lore.
Yeah, I mean, Darth Maul's return. A lot of credit goes to her and Savage Opress and everything. And I like that it's not just the Force out there in the world of Star Wars. I really do like when they take the deeper dive into the mythos, and we have some weird magic voodoo doll. Count Dooku in his pajamas is getting killed by the voodoo doll kind of stuff going on. Yeah. So I've just always been a fan of that, and I love the General Grievous scene where it's like the perfect enemy to face the Night Sisters is a droid army who's not going to have that fear, and I love that arc where Grievous just murders everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, give us Mother Talzin.
Next up, we've got Gar Saxon on the list. This one,
Season 7.
I feel like is another one that they could just do at any day of the week. It would be so easy. The pieces kind of technically exist already.
Because they've been doing different overlays with that, like, Death Watch Mando body. They've been using that as a base and then just doing different overlays, different chest armor overlays, or they could easily do the different shoulder armor, obviously the helmet. He's so cool. Yeah,
just a really great design, and a character that gets even better when we see him reappear in Rebels. So
true. I'd also be down for his Rebels look.
Absolutely. But Gar Saxon, just a cool looking dude, great Mandalorian, and we were sort of teased at when we did get the Super Commando, and it's like, it's so close to Gar.
And then it's on the Jango body, which, please don't do it on the Jango body like you did pre-Vizsla.
Oh.
But I honestly do think Gar Saxon, which, side note, let's get Rook cast as well. And pretty much any Mando.
Right.
But Gar Saxon is the coolest Mandalorian as far as physical appearance. And, of course, he's voiced by the late, great Ray Stevenson. So there's that layer to it. I'm just like, I want him really bad.
Yeah, I feel like it would just be an easy figure to knock out of the park. Put him on the Death Watch Mando body.
Like, make it a really, like, neon yellow. Like, make it really pop off of that helmet. That'd be so cool. Speaking of cool, let's talk about a very cool bounty hunter, Embo. He's big, he's tall, he has his fancy little hat.
Yeah,
and he slides around on it.
I was going to say it's like a surfboard hat thingy, but
Sure.
Yeah, one of the, you know, kind of like you said, like an extended universe bounty hunter that when you see him in Clone Wars, you're like, I don't know what this guy's deal is, but he's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool bounty hunter type story arcs, kind of in the vein of like Cad Bane and Aura Singh. I'm just like, man, he's so cool.
Yeah, just like we always talk about, you know, we'll take any and all bounty hunters. Embo is pretty high on that list at this point, since we've got, you know, quite a few of the more like important, like big bounty hunters, and especially when we got like Aura Singh, it was kind of like, all right, so they're kind of dipping their toes a little bit.
Cad. I mean, we even got Hondo, which he's more of a pirate, but like still.
Yeah, he's in that scum and villainy sect of Star Wars that we love so much. So I think it would only make sense to do Embo, and it would be a great, fantastic figure, probably with some really nice articulation.
Ooh.
Maybe make it a deluxe and include the dog creature.
His little sidekick thing.
Right. I mean, I would take it either way, but I think that would, you know, be a pretty cool inclusion to just flesh out, you know, like some world building creature stuff that we also love. Now we've got 2 more picks left here, Justin. These 2 are super heavy hitters. The one that I'm going to specifically discuss right now is Pong Krell.
Oof.
This one would be a no-brainer. It would be an amazing, incredible, huge deluxe figure that could potentially have some reuse for a certain Dexter Jetster.
Kaminoan Saber Dart.
But of course, Pong Krell is from the Darkness on Umbara arc, which is a fantastic arc of the Clone Wars.
One of the best.
Yeah, without a doubt. And a very complex character, as well, as he is a Jedi, but clearly has a pretty big disdain for the clones.
Yeah, and eventually full-on turns to the dark side because he kind of foresees Order 66. And yeah, he makes the clones like fight each other, but leading up to that, he's just the ultimate prick to the clones, and, you know, using them as expendable, you know, tools instead of human beings like they are, damn it.
Yep. He's one of those characters where, you know, that arc just really sucks you in because you're just like, what is this guy's deal? And he starts really like getting under your skin. And I love when, you know, even a show like Clone Wars can create a character like that just, you love to hate him.
Right, and I'm forgetting the name of the actor, so I do apologize, but it is the same voice actor as Lee Everett from the Walking Dead Telltale game.
That is true.
And I remember I was like playing that series through a similar time as I was watching the show all the way through, and I was like, Lee.
It's Lee.
So I've always enjoyed that as well. Great voice actor. And yeah, I mean, double-bladed lightsabers. I could foresee some great articulation with it, utilizing those, you know, one double-bladed green, one double-bladed blue. It's just maximum cool factor. And like you said, it could lead to some potential, you know, different overlays and give him the belly and everything for Dexter.
Yeah.
Finally, Nate, our number 1. You guys have probably all guessed it by now for these final 2. These are like the 2 biggest heavy hitters. We are, of course, talking about Savage Opress, easily in our top 5 most wanted Black Series figures.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially at this point, like we've already talked about in this video, you know, they've been doing a great job of giving us a lot of Clone Wars characters and a lot of just characters we wanted for a really long time. So, like, Savage has just slowly started creeping up over the years of, where is he? Why don't we have Savage? You know, we've got Clone Wars Maul, and we need his brother.
True.
You know, obviously this would be a brand new sculpt. It would have to most likely be a deluxe
I see
figure.
comments saying, I don't know why you guys want it so bad. It's just going to be Night Brother reuse.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this would have to be an entirely new sculpt because he's pretty significantly bigger than Maul.
Yeah.
Taller, he's more broad-shouldered, He wears big armor.
Mm-hmm.
He wields that big like axe staff thing at first.
Yep.
So I would want that included, as well as the double-bladed lightsaber, of course. And then we do have Darth Sidious coming in the line. Maybe he comes with 2 lightsabers. Then we can have him fighting Maul and Savage. Dark sabers involved.
Could you imagine?
And I know it sucks because it's on the Jango body, but we did get Pre Vizsla, and he's kind of in that whole arc as well. Their little alliance with Crimson Dawn and Death Watch and everything. I just think now is the time.
Also one of the many characters voiced by Clancy Brown.
True.
In the Star Wars saga. Which also, you know, like we've also talked about in this episode, we're big fans of supporting characters of, like, you know, voice actors or actors that we personally enjoy too. So the fact that it's Clancy Brown, you know, he's a big yellow Darth Maul essentially.
Yeah, Zabrak.
Has some amazing moments as well. Mass decapitation being one of them. Something where you're just like, yeah, this is a kid's show, all right.
Yeah, what is that gang? The Black Suns or the Dark Suns or something? The Black Suns?
I want to say Black Suns.
Yeah, and you just, all right.
How about I just murder all of you?
And the Toydarian King guys, just cold-blooded murder, why not?
Yeah, that poor dude. He didn't deserve that. But where is Savage? I feel like this is definitely, without a doubt, the number one, like, most needed figure from the Clone Wars. Just imagine, even though it wouldn't really make sense, but have Clone Wars Season 7 Maul with his brother looking fantastic on the shelf. I guess that kind of means maybe we need, like, earlier season Maul.
Yeah, which I'm down for.
Yeah, I would literally buy any Darth Maul under the sun. So give us the, you know, different robot legs version. Give us the ridiculous spider body version. I'll buy them all.
I would get them all. But Nate, I just had a light bulb go off.
Uh-oh.
And I think for the first time ever, we're doing a wish list video where I am officially adding another entry to the list, making this 10 total. I don't know how I forgot this, but real quick, Commando Droid.
Oh, yeah. What are we thinking?
Commando Droid is actually my number, like, 1, probably top 3, number 1, 2, or 3 most wanted Black Series figure now that we finally have the Super Battle Droid and the Droideka. And I've been waiting to put them into a list because I'm like, they're not in the prequel films.
Right.
And I don't know how I made this list without Commando Droid, but Commando Droid.
Yeah.
All new sculpt, give him the Vibro blade, give him the regular B1 blaster, make his articulation amazing.
I definitely think this is the next most likely droid that we'll get for the CIS Army, as there is one that's going to appear in the upcoming game Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah,
of course, we could get him in a Gaming Greats package. We could get it in a Clone Wars package. There's prime repaint opportunity for the Commando droid. So
Makes him more likely, usually.
Right. So the fact that, you know, right out of the gate, we could get like 3 uses out of that body could mean, we'll probably see this droid sooner than later.
Yeah.
It'll probably be the Outlaws version first, and then I would imagine they'll retroactively
Some
work
CIS representation. But yeah, super last minute addition, the Commando Droid. Don't know how I forgot about that, but I'm glad I remembered that instead of just adding in an edit at the end.
Right.
Because I guess we could have done like a Battlefront wish list or something. Like,
I mean, we still can.
Milk
that wish list. So yeah, great little last minute live edition here, right as we're filming. Definitely needed to mention that because I feel like otherwise there would be 8,000 comments of people being
I'm
like,
so happy I thought of that.
what about the Commando droid?
Right.
Like, of course we want the Commando droid. And of course we pretty much want everything from Clone Wars that we don't have. This is just a small listing of the things that we deem the most important in our opinions.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So leave a comment down below what other figures you would like to see from Clone Wars, because we know there's a lot. Hit like, subscribe if you are new. We are always talking about the Black Series here on the channel.
And if you'd like to support us directly, we do also offer a couple different channel membership tiers. Once again, this coming Sunday, if you are a channel member, you will have the opportunity to join us live on stream to hang out and discuss all the May 4th reveals. Again, please just have a camera, a microphone, and headphones. Check that out. There's a link in the description down below. And if you can't support us directly, no worries there. Liking, subscribing, just watching the content, dropping a comment is also very important as well. Even if you don't really have anything to say, just, I like the algorithm. Something as simple as that.
That's all it takes.
We need the engagement so that YouTube knows that people want to see our videos. But of course, we do have to give a special and huge shout out to all of our current channel members, though. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.